Day by day, we are blinded by the things we refuse to accept.
We are so wrapped up in our own lives that we can't see what's right in front of us. We don't notice the toll that trash takes on the world, but if you look a little closer and try a little harder, you will be able to see the unseen.
When I was a junior at Pally, my mom picked me up from school by the basketball courts, by the big gym. And we were pulling out onto Churchill. We pulled up next to this car, turning left, and we were turning right. And I don't know what went through this kid's mind, but this kid, I think, was a senior. He's sitting in the back of the car, and he's just throwing all the junk that's in the back of his car out of the window, and it hits my mom's car. And my mom went nuts. I mean, what was this kid thinking? Like, you can just throw this on campus and no one's gonna notice? I mean, seriously, he was throwing paper napkins, paper plates. There was a freaking water bottle, and he's throwing it at people's cars, and like the world has its own personal trash can.
What do you think when you see trash or litter?
I think it's really sad because it really doesn't take a lot of energy to go put it in a trash can or a recycling bin, and I mean, it just shows how lazy the human race is.
What do you think when you see trash or litter on the street?
I kind of think, wow, I mean, I should pick that up, but then it's like so gross that I don't really want to, and I feel really guilty about it because like the world is so full of trash, and then I just think of Wally, and yeah.
When I see trash and litter, I think like you and who might have left the trash there.
Here we have a better situation for the most part, but I definitely think, wow, it makes me want to encourage communities to organize efforts for cleanup. So.
Well, I get really sad because I truly believe that it's pretty effortless to throw it away, and it doesn't take much out of you to go do that.
The average American produces 102 tons of litter in a lifetime. 1.9 billion tons of that litter ends up in the ocean every year, 90% of which is plastic.
Plastic takes 500 to 1,000 years to biodegrade.
Litter isn't just something that is unpleasant to the eyes. It has a greater toll on the world than you might think.
How do you see trash damaging the world?
I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, you hear about these giant, like, islands of trash in the ocean that are as large as Texas or as large as some other state or country, and it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, such a large amount of trash that we produce. I mean, we've come so far. You think we would learn our lesson to just take care of our own waste.
How does litter affect our world?
Well, too much trash like leads dirtier streets, and like lots of diseases can probably come from trash. I mean, trash in general is just bad, and we need to find a better way to get rid of it. It takes up a lot of our land. It pollutes the earth and the air. Not good things for Earth.
Well, there are many animals that end up eating a bunch of trash, like sea turtles and animals like those, but also it just takes away the overall natural effect of the earth.
You know, I think the biggest one is apathy, and or they're just can't be bothered to take the time to, like, you know, they just don't care. But to me, even the act of littering isn't as big a problem as just the idea that, like, maybe making choices so you don't need to have the litter in the first place. Like,
people litter because they get lazy and they don't want to go put it where it's supposed to go, and it's just easy to just toss it on the ground.
You know, not everyone wants to go around picking up trash. They find it, I guess, unsanitary, and they're also not really up to doing that.
People litter because they're lazy and stupid. They don't care about the environment. Just throw their trash everywhere. It's horrible.
Land's End, it was really cool because there are these kind of ruins, and there were like little columns in the ruins. There was a bunch of plants and like natural beauty growing there, but then you would look again and there's just like trash scattered everywhere, like a tea pump's cup, Coca-Cola bottles, just like napkins and everything, just like all on the ground. And it was just like a really sad sight in such a beautiful place.
Accidents are caused in the U.S. each year by litter.
Elk and deer die by eating plastic grocery bags that are left behind by careless shoppers.
Sea animals and birds get trapped in the plastic rings that end up in the ocean.
Sea turtles end up eating plastic bags, thinking they're jellyfish.
So you can always make sure that you put trash into the right bin, and make sure that you're always recycling and composting. Put the banana peel in the compost bin.
An individual can work on this problem, as schools collectively we could work on it, and so it's actually something that we can make an impact pretty easily, just with the choices we're making as individuals.
What are ways that you can do to prevent litter?
You can hold on to your, I guess, wrappers or whatever you are holding at the time until you find a trash can or whatever you wish to throw it away, and actually dispose of it in the correct way instead of just dropping it on the floor.
I mean, just picking up trash. Everybody picks up trash. I went to a BBYO beach cleanup, and we cleaned up a lot of litter that we found on the beach. And there was a lot more than I expected there to be, which is a little depressing.
If someone right now was watching this video and they have been littering, what would you tell them? Like, what would you want the message to be?
Don't. It's bad for the environment. Do good for your environment and throw it away.
I want people to learn how important it is to, make sure that you're collecting trash, because it's a really good step towards saving our environment.
If someone watching this video littered on a daily basis, what would you want to say to them?
Watch out, I'm coming for you. I'm kidding. Just pick up your trash.